Well, we've seen some major developments in the Middle East in the last couple of weeks. Iran has elected a new president who some hail as a moderate, willing to work with the international community. Also, the U.S. announced it will begin arming Syrian rebels in the war against Bashar al-Assad. Both developments have serious implications for the state of Israel. And joining us now for more to offer her insight from the region is CBN Middle East correspondent Julie Stahl. Well, Julie, let's start with Iran. How do you think the Obama administration will react to this new president? Will this mean more delay about Iran's nuclear program?
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be another delay. I'm sure the Obama administration will likely want to talk with him. He says he wants to talk. That's the only, solution for the nuclear crisis. But it's probably not going to bear any fruit. There's no such thing as a moderate in Iran, really. And this isn't going to be a dramatic change in their nuclear policy.
Wow. What are the implications for Israel? Is the window closing for a first strike to take out Iran's nuclear power?
It is closing. I mean, we've been talking about it for a while, and, it could begin to sound like white noise, like, oh, Iran's getting a nuclear weapon. We talk about it again and again, but the point is they are getting closer and closer. As one analyst said, they don't just want one nuclear bomb. They want a nuclear arsenal. They want lots of bombs, and that could really be, treacherous for not just for Israel, for the Middle East, for Europe, even for the United States. And yes, the window is closing for a first strike.
Indeed it is. Now, the Obama administration announced that it is going to arm the Syrian rebels. Give us your thoughts on the ramifications for Israel if that happens.
Well, it's not good. I mean, Assad is a dictator. He's, he hasn't been a good ruler for his people. He's been a brutal dictator. We've seen, almost 100,000 people killed in the last few years. But, the rebels are mostly jihadists, Islamists. And they've already said that, they're just starting with Assad. They're going to go on to Lebanon, and they're going to move into Israel. So, yeah, either one is not a good implication. I know Israelis have basically said, just let them fight it out. We'll just let them see who wins, and we'll deal with it then. So it's not exactly a good thing for Israel.
Syrian Christians are speaking out. They say the U.S. is helping militant Islamists, as you just said, turning Syria into an Islamic state. What's behind their fears?
Well, Bashar Assad, even though he was wicked, he did protect minorities, and the Christians lived relatively peacefully in that country. Now, with the jihadists, first of all, they see them allied with Bashar Assad, so that's already against them. But also, Christians don't exactly have a good situation in Islamic countries. So, yeah, for them, it's I would be afraid too.
Indeed. Real quickly, what do you see happening in Egypt with Morsi, and how could it affect Israel?
Well, the stronger the Islamists get there, the more they've already said they want to do away with the treaty between Israel and Egypt. So, that definitely would have ramifications for Israel. Morsi has said no, he doesn't want to do away with the treaty, but, it's not a good thing. It's not a good situation there. Also on the border, I mean, it's already already had some attacks, and, it's not good in the Sinai Desert. A lot of radical activity going on there.
Very tense indeed. Julie Stahl, as always, thank you so much for your insight. Good to see you on this side of the world.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Thank you for being here.